is a fully self-contained spray rig. This has a generator that supplies sufficient power to run the machinery, to run the air compressors, to running the additional tools. We're just about to start the generator, and that's one of the first steps in getting things going. The lights and everything will come on as soon as we fire up the equipment. Okay, so one of the first things that we do is we do want to check the oil daily in the generator. This is just basic preventative maintenance, and to follow the appropriate steps for maintaining the equipment is something that we want to do with all of our equipment. So oil looks good, and this was done yesterday as well. Now it's going to get loud. We're going to fire this thing up, and that will start our process, because that'll bring up the lights, and then we'll start turning the heat on and getting things going. All right.
I want to make sure that this is off.
This particular generator, we're starting with, we always have the main power switch off, so we don't have any load on the generator during startup. And we've checked the fuel, so there is sufficient fuel for today's operations. And there's a fuel gauge here.
Okay, it's auto on.
Okay.
It'll preheat, and then it'll give a 7-second countdown.
Yeah, this particular generator has an automatic glow plug starting system. It's about a 7-second starting sequence.
It's trying to heat.
Yeah. And again, we're shooting under winter conditions today. It's between 30 and 35 degrees Fahrenheit. So
turn the heater on and let it heat up.
Okay, so we have some, because we're in the winter, we're bringing in additional heat. Is this thing a flamethrower? So to the maximum extent possible, because we're shooting in cold weather, we want to preheat the materials so that we're not having to spend a lot of time getting everything up to temperature. The ambient temperature outside is about 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and the product in this case is about 42. It would be preferred to have these preheated with blankets and such, because we need to have them at about 110 to 130 degrees Fahrenheit before we can really start using them. So heating the whole trailer certainly helps in the process, and in the summertime this is not nearly as much of a problem. It takes about an hour to get things up to temperature, and again, the more we can do to preheat things before we bring them to the site, the better. The Part A temperature range on the drums, we like to have between 100 and 130 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the Part B in the red drums, we like to have this at around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a little easier to check the filters and things when things are warmed up. When it's really cold like it is now, if you pull it out, you get a very thick, almost like a pancake batter material. So it's a little easier to do that when it's warm. However, now is an excellent opportunity to save time and increase productivity by going in and preparing the gun. So that's what we're going to do now.